Welcome to Compensation Nation, Episode 9, the show where we check in and see how everybody's been compensating week to week. We are your hosts, Stephen Yay Smith and
Toy Aikman.
We'll be recapping each game and hearing from the coaches. So without further ado, let's jump into the first game of the week.
In Game 1, we had War and Peace winning handedly against Osama bin Laden, 128-86. We caught up with the coach of War and Peace and asked, another one in the win column for you, Coach Steele. You've passed a big bye week and some injuries and are back to stacking wins. How do you keep this team clicking?
This has been a tough year, but we managed to come together as a cohesive unit, and said unit, and really everyone is playing their parts on the team now. Been a number of injuries. That has hurt like hell, but we have everything going according to plan. It may be plan F or G, but it's still a plan. And, not long to go now. Just a couple short weeks. And I think we've got this in the bag. So, anyone who's in the lead right now, I don't know. I don't take names because I'm better anyhow. But whoever's in the lead now, you better watch your back. Because War and Peace is coming.
And then we caught up with the coach of Osama bin Laden and asked, Coach Turner, after a surprising victory last week, things seem to be back to business as usual. Was last week's win actually a memory implanted by aliens?
What kind of stupid question is that? Of course it was aliens. I don't win games. And I never will. So maybe it's time to just give up. I'll miss you all. What? Oh, my chili's getting cold. Maybe later. I want my chili!
In Game 2, we had the biggest upset of the week with Madison Beer Me defeating Middle of the Road 156-131. After the game, we caught up with the coach of Madison Beer Me and asked, Coach Wakefield, you won the Matthew Bowl! How are you going to celebrate what may end up being your biggest accomplishment this season?
It was a great game. My opponent did a great job. Great coaching over all players. But, at the end of the day, we won the rivalry. We got the trophy. And my players played great. Shout out to T. Higgins, who had a monster game. This is great for our team morale. And I don't want to jinx us, but I think we're looking good going into next week.
We also caught up with the coach of the losing team and asked, Captain Matthew, Lads Golden Pennants couldn't stop you? A team with no name couldn't stop you. But 2-6 Madison Beer Me gave you your long sought-after third loss. You excited about this one?
Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. They kicked our ass, they showed what for, and better they are than we. But here I am, still stuck at fucking score, goddamn 6-3. We're not done yet. Lads, we're not done yet. I swear we still have one real big loser to lose to, and we're gonna make it. I believe in us.
In Game 3, we had Benedict Fumblecatch stopping a freight train by beating Strata the Mystery 132-114. We caught up with the coach of Benedict Fumblecatch and asked, Coach Fails, you won the crazy battle, and you followed it up with a win this week. Do you think the tattoo had an effect on your team?
It was a good team win this week. Lamar Jackson saving me yet again. Came back. I'm really excited. Still don't really think I have a chance at playoffs, but, with him back, who knows? Really not much else to report this week. I think that's it. What? You were expecting something else? Something crazy? I got a fucking tattoo last week. What else do you want me to do?
And then we caught up with the coach of Strata the Mystery and asked, Coach Brandt, it had been 5 weeks since you last lost a game. And this was definitely not the one anyone saw you dropping. What happened out there?
Well, guys, it's a bad day in fantasy. After 5 weeks of staying on the mend, I forgot to get a loss. The difference was, I think I made a generic video that I shouldn't have done. I should have stayed in this drum room, played some more drums. So now I'm just going to drum until the next meeting. And by then, hopefully, I win again, and we'll see where it goes. All right? Take care, guys.
Game number 4 came down to the final moments on Monday night, but in the end, Birds Are Made Up prevailed over a team has no name, 117 to 110. After the game, we caught up with the coach of the newly rebranded Birds Are Made Up and asked, Coach Wheeler, this win closes you in on the division leader and puts you back in the thick of the playoff race. How big was this win for the squad?
That was a close one. That was a close one. I've made a series of questionable choices this week, this year. It's been quite the mental and emotional roller coaster. But all you gotta do is just play your best players. Don't overthink it. Don't leave 38 points on your bench. Leave it up to your questionable tight end to win you the damn game. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. You with the face. Yeah. No. It's a big win. Let's get another one and try and stabilize myself a little bit here. But I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Afterwards, we also caught up with the coach of a team has no name and asked, Coach Osborne, you are 1-2 over your last 3 games, and your running back room is nearly empty. Do you think you'll be able to stay in playoff contention?
No. And then our final game of the week, we had Lads Golden Penix winning a tight one over the Falcons, 107 to 100. We caught up with the coach of Lads Golden Penix and asked, you squeezed out a win over the league's Asylum Escapee with one of your lowest scoring performances and are now alone at the top. With 5 weeks left of the regular season, what will it take to remain at the top?
My alone at the top. Number 1. Highest I can go. And man, I can go pretty high. Like really high up there. But you know, it gets kind of lonely up here, all alone. So it'd be nice if if some of you guys could get this high too. Yeah, it'd be nice. Except maybe the escaped convict guy. Maybe not him.
And then we caught up with the coach of the Falcons. Coach Hall, you had a big chance this week to take down one of the league's top teams, having an off week. But your team fell short once more. What can we blame here?
Maybe poor team management?
So today, I'm not going to go to the big J board, and I'm certainly not going to answer the insulting, demeaning question of the commissioners. Instead, I'm going to have a mano talk with Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Is this really, boys, the league that you set out to create? A league that you made people so obsessed with winning that you laud those who win and you demean those who lose. And look what's happening in the coaching ranks. You've got one poor coach that just wants to get drunk and maraud on the 7 seas as a pirate. But you've convinced him that he's got to just stay and win. You've got another coach who's now practicing fleshly mutilation. You have 2 coaches that are so intimidated that they won't even show their face on the screen. Then you've got a coach that's walking around half naked and deciding to maybe become a gigolo so he can compensate for that which he cannot compensate for. And then you've got a coach that does believe that is all about winning and doesn't even see his own musical talent. And so all he does is play his drums to ballads he sings about winning or tying. Play those drums for yourself, young man, not for the commissioners and their glory. And then don't even get me started about the coach that's had close encounters with the third kind. But how about the alter egos of the commissioners themselves? We've got one who we all know what he's cooking, but even more so, we all know what he's ingesting. And then the other commissioner's alter ego is so obsessed with winning that he's trying to find a god to pray to that actually cares about fantasy football. Is this the league that you really want to run? Well, let me tell you, Tweedledee and Tweedledum, I'm going to introduce these boys to a new league, a league where there are not rules and controls, a league where there are not borders and boundaries, a league where anything is possible. And mark my word, they will hear my call, and you two commissioners, you will fall.
Well, that wraps up week 9 of Compensation Nation. Thank you for tuning in, and best of luck compensating this week.
Except Coach Hall.
Daddy's home.
Wow.